Welcome back, everybody. Ready for another deep dive.
Absolutely. Always excited to see where these explorations take us.
Today, we're getting pretty personal. We're diving into a collection of 50 journal prompts.
Oh, wow.
And these are specifically designed for Black women.
Interesting.
Yeah, so these prompts come from a blog post on lestallion.com.
Okay.
And at first glance, the website seems like it's all about, journaling and self-improvement. They have these beautiful journals for sale.
Oh, nice.
But digging into the prompts themselves,
Yeah.
they're really something special.
I'm intrigued. What kind of prompts are we talking about?
Well, they're grouped into these different themes,
Okay.
like identity, self-love, strength, community, and even joy and success.
Sounds like a powerful journey.
Yeah, definitely.
So where do we even begin with 50 prompts?
Well, let's start with that identity theme.
Okay.
One prompt that really jumped out at me asks, how has your identity as a Black woman shaped your experiences in life?
Wow, that's a deep one right off the bat.
Right. And it gets to the heart of something we've talked about before, this idea of intersectionality.
Absolutely. And for anyone who needs a refresher, intersectionality as a term, it was coined by Kimberly Crenshaw.
Right.
And it recognizes that our identities are multifaceted. We're not experiencing life solely as Black individuals or solely as women.
Yeah.
It's the intersection of all those different parts of ourselves.
Exactly.
Race, gender, culture, you name it, all of these come together.
It all shapes our unique perspectives and experiences.
Precisely.
So powerful. And then building on that idea of identity. There's another prompt that asks, what are some cultural traditions or values that you cherish?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't it? It encourages us to think about the richness of our heritage.
It's about acknowledging those traditions and stories,
Yeah.
the values that have been passed down through generations.
Exactly. And recognizing how they've shaped us.
Shaped our worldview, our sense of self, absolutely.
It's about honoring our roots.
And recognizing the strength and resilience that comes from our cultural background.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
So let's shift gears a bit and move to the self-love theme.
Okay. I'm ready for some self-love.
Me too. I think we all need a little more of it. And this one prompt, I love it.
Okay.
It says, write a love letter to yourself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I think so many of us struggle with self-acceptance,
For sure.
self-compassion.
Absolutely.
So this prompt feels particularly important,
It's a profound act of self-care. I
Right.
love that.
Yeah.
Writing a love letter to yourself, it's like a way to acknowledge your worth, celebrate your strengths. Offer yourself that kindness and compassion that we all deserve.
So true. It's about silencing that inner critic we all have
Yes.
and embracing all aspects of ourselves, the good and the challenging.
I love that. And speaking of challenges,
Yeah.
the strength theme has a prompt that asks, what advice would you give to another Black woman going through a difficult time?
Oh, that's a good one.
Right. It speaks to the power of shared wisdom
Mm-hmm.
and the importance of mentorship.
Yeah, recognizing that we don't have to go through things alone.
Exactly. And there's strength in seeking guidance,
Mm-hmm.
seeking support from those who've walked similar paths.
It's about recognizing the strength and resilience
Absolutely.
that exists within the Black community and how important it is to uplift and support one another.
There's a deep well of resilience there, born
Yeah.
from generations of overcoming adversity.
And these prompts tap into that.
They encourage individuals to draw upon that collective strength for their own growth and empowerment.
It's about recognizing that, yeah, there will be challenges, but we have the inner strength and the support of our community to persevere.
So true. And that sense of community is
Yeah.
further emphasized in the community theme.
Okay.
One prompt asks, what does sisterhood mean to you as a Black woman?
Wow, I love that focus.
Right. It dives into those unique bonds
Yes.
that exist between Black women, the shared experiences, and the understanding that comes from navigating a world that often presents unique challenges based on the intersection of race and gender.
It's about celebrating that strength,
Absolutely.
the love, the support that flows within those relationships.
Recognizing that sisterhood can be a powerful source of resilience and inspiration.
So important. And it's about creating those spaces,
Yeah.
where Black women can feel seen.
Seen, heard, and celebrated for who they are.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the final theme.
Okay.
In this part of our deep dive, joy and success.
I like it.
This theme encourages us to define joy and success on our own WN terms,
Love that.
breaking free from those societal expectations and embracing what truly brings fulfillment and happiness.
Yes.
One prompt that stands out to me asks, What does success look like to you, and how are you working towards it?
I love that question.
Don't you?
It invites us to question whose definition of success are we actually striving for,
Yeah.
and to make sure our goals align with our values and aspirations.
It's about recognizing that success
Yeah,
is not one size fits all,
absolutely.
and that true fulfillment comes from pursuing a path that is meaningful to you.
Regardless of those external pressures or expectations.
So important. And I think that's a great place to pause for now.
Okay.
We've got so much more to uncover with these prompts.
I'm excited to keep going.
Me too. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
Looking forward to it. It's really interesting how these prompts encourage us to redefine success based on our own values and aspirations.
Yes. Instead of, you know, just conforming to whatever society tells us.
Exactly.
It's about reclaiming our own narratives.
I love that.
Creating a vision of success that's truly authentic.
So important. And as we go deeper into these prompts,
Yeah.
I'm struck by how much they encourage us to celebrate our strengths, and really acknowledge our accomplishments.
Absolutely. Recognizing those achievements, both big and small.
Right?
That's crucial for building self-confidence.
And that sense of self-efficacy, like, I can do this.
Exactly. There's a prompt in the strength section
Okay.
that asks, what is a challenge you've overcome in the past year? And what did you learn from that experience?
No, that's a good one.
Isn't it? It forces you to think back and reflect on our resilience.
How we've grown through adversity.
It's all about reframing those challenges
Yeah.
as opportunities for learning and growth.
It's like those setbacks, they're not failures.
Right.
They're stepping stones.
Exactly. And it's realizing that we are stronger than we think.
So true.
And we can bounce back.
Absolutely. And sometimes that strength,
Yeah.
it comes from recognizing and appreciating the people who support us.
Yes. The prompts really highlight the importance of community
Yeah.
and how it plays a role in our well-being.
There's one that asks, think about a time when your community showed up for you. How did that make you feel?
Oh, that's a powerful one.
Right. Reminds us of the power of human connection and how strong we feel when we feel supported and loved.
It speaks to the importance of having that network,
Yeah.
of people who understand, who celebrate our wins,
Yes.
and who offer that comfort and encouragement.
When times get tough.
It's a reminder that we don't have to go through life alone.
Absolutely. And, community isn't just about receiving support. It's
Yeah.
about giving back.
Yes.
Lifting others up.
There's a prompt that asks, how do you create spaces of support and encouragement for other Black women?
Oh, I like that one.
It encourages us to think about how we contribute.
To the well-being of our community.
We all have a role to play, whether it's through mentorship,
Yeah.
sharing our stories.
Or just offering a listening ear.
Right.
Right.
We can all create a more supportive and inclusive environment.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's the simplest acts of kindness that can have the biggest impact.
I'm drawn to the prompts that encourage us to connect with our inner joy,
Yes.
finding those moments of happiness in everyday life.
Cultivating that joy is so important.
It really is essential for well-being. It's recognizing the things that make us happy and making an effort to bring those into our lives more.
Absolutely. There's one prompt that asks, what does joy mean to you as a Black woman, and how do you cultivate it in your daily life?
I love how that invites us to define joy on our own terms.
Free from those societal expectations.
It's recognizing that joy can be found in the simple things.
Oh, for sure. A warm cup of tea.
Yes.
A good conversation.
A quiet moment in nature.
Right. It's those little sparks of happiness.
They make life richer.
They make life more fulfilling.
Absolutely. And it's creating a life that feels aligned with our values and priorities.
Where we can experience joy and fulfillment on a regular basis.
Yes, and sometimes that joy, it comes from celebrating our accomplishments.
Yeah.
And recognizing how far we've come.
Absolutely acknowledging our achievements.
Yeah.
It's a way of honoring our hard work, our dedication, our resilience.
There's a prompt that asks, think about a recent achievement you're proud of. What steps did you take to achieve it, and how did it make you feel?
Love that one.
Encourages us to savor those successes and recognize the effort that went into them.
It's about acknowledging that we're capable of great things.
Yes.
And our efforts deserve to be celebrated.
It's about building that self-confidence.
Yeah, and believing in ourselves.
That we can achieve our goals.
Success isn't just about the destination.
Right.
It's about enjoying the journey.
Celebrating those milestones along the way.
As we continue exploring these prompts,
Yeah.
I'm so aware of how powerful they are.
for self-discovery and personal growth.
They're like signposts,
Mhm.
pointing us towards greater self-awareness, self-love, and empowerment.
They encourage us to go deeper
Into our experiences, our values, our aspirations,
and to embrace our authentic selves.
with compassion and confidence.
They remind us that we have the strength to overcome those challenges,
Mm.
and we're not alone.
We have the support of our community,
Yes.
the wisdom of those who came before us,
And that power within ourselves.
to create a life filled with joy, purpose, and meaning.
These prompts offer a powerful framework
Mhm.
for self-reflection and personal growth.
And I'm excited to see what other insights we find as we keep exploring.
Me too. Okay, so we're back for the final part of our deep dive into these journal prompts.
I'm ready to see what other gems we uncover.
Me too. And as we wrap up this exploration, I'm struck by how these prompts connect personal reflection with a bigger sense of community and even legacy.
Yeah, it's that blend that makes them so powerful. They're not just about individual growth.
Right.
It's about understanding our place in this larger tapestry of experience.
Exactly, and how we contribute to something bigger than ourselves.
Absolutely.
There's one prompt that asks, what role does your heritage play in your everyday life?
I like that.
It makes us think about how our cultural background shapes our values.
Our traditions, the way we move through the world.
And it's about honoring that legacy.
The resilience, the strength, the creativity passed down through generations of Black women.
Standing on the shoulders of those who came before us.
Exactly.
And then there's a prompt that shifts our focus to the future.
Oh, interesting.
It asks, think about the future of your community. What are your hopes and dreams for the next generation of Black women?
Powerful question.
Isn't it? It encourages us to think beyond our own experiences.
And how we can create a more just and equitable world for Black women in the years to come.
It's about mentorship advocacy, using our voices for change.
Leaving a legacy for those who come after us.
Exactly. And speaking of leaving a legacy, there's a prompt that really speaks to me and asks, how do you share joy with others?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's just a simple question. But it's about so much more,
It speaks to the power of connection.
Yes.
Celebrating each other's successes.
Sharing joy. It's an act of generosity.
It strengthens our bonds with others.
It's creating that ripple effect of positivity.
Our happiness can be contagious.
Absolutely, and it's about creating a culture of celebration.
Recognizing that when one of us shines, we all shine brighter.
Love that. And one last prompt I want to highlight. It asks, think about a recent achievement you're proud of. How did you overcome challenges to achieve it?
That's a great one for reminding us to celebrate those wins.
No matter how big or small.
It's acknowledging our resilience, our determination.
Our unique skills and talents.
It's recognizing that our journeys are filled with both challenges and triumphs.
And each step brings us closer to our goals.
And, as we wrap up this deep dive into these 50 journal prompts, I'm just left feeling so much awe and inspiration.
Me too. They offer such a powerful framework for self-discovery.
A celebration of Black womanhood.
And a call to action for creating a more just and joyful world.
They remind us that our stories matter.
Mm-hmm.
Our voices deserve to be heard.
And that we have the power to shape our own narratives.
And inspire others along the way.
It's been amazing exploring these prompts, and I really encourage everyone listening to use them as a starting point for their own personal growth.
Self-reflection is such a powerful tool for transformation.
So grab your journal, find a quiet space, and let these prompts be your guide on that journey of self-discovery and empowerment.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep reflecting, and keep shining your light.